What? Talking head, he's sitting on a log. He must have a story. A bunch of them, but they have to be triggered, right? I mean, wind me up and I can go at any time. I'll just make a bunch of words, string together, and make a thing, and we'll have a rant, and there we go, and we can fucking sound bad and all that. But, Datura? God. I'd love to tell you about Datura. So I did Datura and things got really weird. I started having a dream. Carlos Castanedas showed up. Don Juan. There's a bunch of books. You can check them out. He started telling me what the score was. I didn't like it. I said, dude, I can wake up because I know this is a dream. I'm very lucid right now. I can wake up and you'll be gone. So I woke up. He manifested 3 stories above the air, walked through the wall, and fucking proceeded to continue from where he left off. And I was like, you son of a bitch. So, 5 in the morning, woke up homeless in a parkade, wired on Datura. I start walking towards a place called, you can Google this, Mile Zero. It's the beginning of the Trans-Canada Highway on Vancouver Island. It's where it all starts. It's a beach at the end of the country. And that's 0 mile. And then you go all the way across to the East Coast. Start on the west, head to the east. Left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left. Left, right, left, left, right, left, right. Anyway. I start walking down the street. It's 5 in the morning. I got woken up in the parkade by an evil dream, and then the evil dream followed me into reality. I'm freaking out. So I'm walking down the street. My friends start walking up to me out of nowhere and start trying to engage me in conversation. And I'm like, dude, it's 5 in the morning and you're probably not here. And when I try to engage them verbally, they start to shimmer. And then they fade into smoke. They're not real. So, me ever conscious, walking down towards Mile Zero to get away from all humans. Anytime somebody walks up to me, I'm like, hey, look, listen, I don't know if you're real or not. Did a bunch of Datura. I'm hallucinating so hard. I'm just not going to engage you, and don't be offended, and I'll talk to you in a few days, and if you were real, we can talk about this later, and if you weren't, you won't have any memory of it. And I proceeded to walk to Mile Zero. Well, I passed what's called the Terry Fox Memorial, which I'll show you in another video, and I blacked out. 4 days passed. Wait, 4 days passed. And right from the point where I blacked out at the Terry Fox Memorial, I blacked back in at the Terry Fox Memorial, but walking the other way. When I check a newspaper box further down the street, I realize it's been 4 days. I've been sitting on the beach, cross-legged like a Buddha, killing myself, dehydrated and everything, for 4 days. I didn't have a lot of street friends or anything like that yet. I have no recollection of what happened or what spiritual boundaries I crossed or touched or it's all rubbish. Those 4 days, I don't know anything about them. Natural side effect of Datura, heavy doses of Datura, is amnesia, memory loss. That's part of the trip. Part of the reason why medieval fucking witch hunters used to use it to kill fucking sorcerers. Wouldn't necessarily always kill them, just turn them into vegetables, turn them into retards. Village, they become the village, and you'd be the village seer. Somebody would call you a witch, and then you become the village idiot. And because enough Datura will turn you into a fucking retard. And you might never come home. Excuse me. you might never come home. It's not a drug you can buy in the street. It's a drug you can get for free. And it's not a trip that I advise for anybody. You have to have some serious intention to go in there and expect to come out. Okay? And some discipline and some lucid training, all kinds of stuff. It is not meant for the novice, which I was at that time. I would almost class myself now as. I know what it does, but there's an old urban legend that if you go there more than once, you might not come home. And I've already been there twice. Because I smoked some leaves once. There was a story about an elf. An evil vampire elf. A festival on top of a mountain. And a bunch of hippies kicking a hole in the sky. And that's for another time.